Hi Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 16th to the 31st, 2019. That's 2019 finance and career reading. Now, I ask that you guys give this video a thumbs up. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel. This is the way you let YouTube know that you're appreciating the content that I'm putting out. And I like to start each reading with an attitude of gratitude. So I want to thank you so very much, whether you are new or old to this channel, for all your support, for stopping by and tuning in. I absolutely adore reading for you, and I'm so glad that you are here. If you would like to book a private reading with me or donate to my channel, all that information will be in the description box below. It will also have the links to the cards that I use there. Yeah, so let's get started, Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, and see what July 16th to the 31st has in store for you for your finances and your career. Pisces, July 16th to the 31st, 2019, finance and career. Pisces, July 16th to the 31st, 2019, finances and career. Pisces, July 16th to the 31st, 2019, finance and career. Pisces, July 16th to the 31st, 2019, finance and career. Pisces, July 16th to the 31st, 2019, finance and career. Pisces, July 16th to the 31st, 2019, finance and career. Pisces, July 16th to the 31st, 2019, finance and career. Pisces, July 16th to the 31st, 2019, finance and career. Show me clearly, 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 show me clearly. Pisces, show me clearly. Oh, goodness, that's where everything fell. So that's where Spirit wants me to stop. At the center of everything, oh, I love it. You have the King of Swords. Now, I love the King and Queen of Swords. They represent air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquariuses, and that's just not the reason why I love them. I love them because they take no nonsense. And I know a lot of people read them as being rather cold and rather aloof, but for me, they are the fact that you are kind of putting your foot down, Pisces. When it comes to your finances, when it comes to your career, you are really getting serious about things. You're being very business-minded, okay? And you're not letting anybody walk all over you, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, if you see here, he has chainmail around his head, all right? And that's relevant because ancient Celts believed that the seat of the soul was the eyes, all right? So in battle, they would cut off the heads of their enemies. Celts were also the first ones to create chainmail. They weren't these barbarian, backwater people that the Romans would like you to believe they were, right? The Romans stole it and kind of claimed it for their own, chainmail that is. So they have here chainmail to protect their heads, to keep themselves from having their soul stolen, all right? And it was absolutely terrifying, the fact that the Celts would steal people's heads, would chop off their heads and take them as their own, because take them for their own, because they believed, like Highlander, that that's how you got somebody's power. You beheaded them. So here, you are claiming your own power. You're also protecting your own power. You know your own worth. That's at your heart, is knowing your own worth, and that's spectacular. All right? Cutting through doubts and fears, knowing where it is that you stand. You have Hunin and Munin here in the corner, flying free, and that's thought and memory within Norse mythology. Now, this is also saying, when I see Hunin and Munin, it is saying, do not rely on thought over memory, and do not rely on memory over thought. If you have to choose one, choose thought. And I know I said don't rely on one over the other, but you don't want to be living in the past. You want to have that beautiful balance. If you can't have the beautiful balance, make sure that you're living in the present and choosing thought over memory, okay? You have on the top the Morgan right here, represented by the battle crow. This can also be a sign of the crone, has the crow aspect to her. So this is ancient wisdom that is got through living. This is saying pay attention to what your elders have said. Pay attention to ancestral guidance that is coming your way. All right, listen to the truths that you have gathered. All right. Now, this is also saying, when I see the battle crone, it is the fact that you have been through many battles. And you might sit there and roll your eyes and say, Dane, I haven't been through any battles. I don't know what the heck you're talking about. I'm not talking about going to war or being in a physical battle. I'm talking about simply living. And that is a battle in and of itself. You are embracing your truth, and you are moving forward in your wisdom. Nothing and no one can stop you. All right? Know that you have earned your right to stand tall and stand firm. You are the king. That is being the actor upon the stage, being seen, Okay? People are going to see your mind, see your wisdom, see your way of words, and your wit is going to be shining through. You are crowned, oh, I love it, with the Two of Cups. This is healing, beautiful love. All right? There's fragility here with the flowers shining through, yes, but this is also saying that human beings are fragile. Okay? Embrace the fragility of yourself and move forward in your truth. You have the angels blessing you, you have healing coming in, and you are either finding the support of close friends, this could be family, it doesn't have to be just lovers, all right? When I say the minor arcana, this is the Two of Cups, I don't know if I said it, is the minor arcana lovers card. Everybody thinks of the lovers as being romantic lovers. It doesn't have to be. It can be just people that you love really coming into your life and moving you forward. I know that sounds odd since lovers are usually sexual, but it doesn't have to be that way. It's just having love come into your life and moving you forward to the place that you want to be and helping you through the hard times. Now we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is you casting out your ships, of you going after what it is that you want, of you looking at what it is that you desire and really moving forward. Now, with the Three of Wands, it's also your ships coming in. You have a curveball coming in here, Pisces, that is going to move you forward, but is going to kind of shake you up a bit because you don't really like change that much. Pisces, you guys like to be nice and steady eddies. All right. So here with the Three of Wands, you have this energy that's kind of coming in, shaking things up, moving things forward. Don't be afraid to go after what it is that you want. Okay. And you're going to be seeing a return on your investment, especially when it comes to your career. You are moving away from something mentally. Okay. Here you're taking all your knowledge and all your understanding and you are moving forward. That's the Seven of Swords. And I read these cards intuitively as well as by, some I read by the traditional meaning. So if this doesn't line up with a book, I mean, that's how I read. All right. So here with the Seven of Swords, you have the angels walking with you. You have them carrying a burden with you that is just carrying a burden for you, but also with you that is just too heavy for you to bear. And then here with the seventh sword being left on the ground, it's saying you have to walk away from something. It's not right for you. You don't need it in your life, and it is really weighing you down. So you're leaving that behind, and now you're moving forward to the place that you want to be, to the place that you need to be. There's a lot of doubt and fear here. Now, people aren't seeing how exactly afraid you are, how exactly fearful you are as you're moving forward. They see you as this person right down here. Right? If you see that woman on horseback, so that is seeing you as the Six of Wands. That is seeing you as a person of success and bounty and beauty and celebration and everything's going right. They do not see that you can't sleep at night because you're so worried, that you have so much to do. They can't see that your fear is absolutely kind of ruling your life because it's at your root right here. It is not weakness to ask for help. You might think it is, but it's not. And it is not weakness to sit there and kind of pull back and say, I need to take time for myself, or I need help moving forward. Okay? And that's going to be very important for you, Pisces, because you are claiming your power. You are moving towards what it is that you love, but you have this fear here. And the Nine of Swords can take away the whole half of July. Right? It can also take away your whole life. It can be a place that you just live in. So here, you're moving forward from it. You have to. Yeah. Because this is new job opportunities coming your way. This is bounty. This is beauty. This is celebration. This is akin to a wedding celebration. This is something that makes you so happy. It can be a new job. It can be a moving of house. It can be a myriad of things. But you have this Three of Wands going into the Four of Wands with the King of Swords right at the middle, with the knowing your truth and guarding your prosperity. Then we have the Justice card. This is a Libra energy. This is a time frame of September 23rd to October 22nd. You are cutting through doubts and fears. You are finding your balance within yourself, and you are moving forward within your truth. Nothing and no one is going to stop you. You know what it is that you want. You know what it is that where it is that you're heading, and you're going to find justice within your life as you get there. I see you as being almost unstoppable. If you embrace it, Pisces, you can be unstoppable. If you let the Nine of Swords hold you back, then it can. It can absolutely. It can be everything to you for the last half of July. But you are finding your balance. You are finding your truth. You are moving forward in justice. And the justice will set you free. You can be also coming together with a Libra energy. That's going to be very, very good for you. Also, well, a Libra is, of course, an air sign energy, but here it's a Gemini, a Libra, and Aquarius. Also, look to see where that comes in within your natal chart, if that comes up in your natal chart with the Libra energy here. Also, see about that. You have chaos where you have love, okay? So this is either internal or external. I'm kind of seeing it as both. You need to calm and center yourself, okay? You need to calm and center yourself. You have, oh, I love it. You have at your heart just such strength here. You have the Emperor, which represents a fire sign, which is an Aries. This is March 21st to April 19th. You're embracing your strength, okay? If you allow yourself to be bold, if you allow yourself to be strong, your strength is going to shine through like no other. People are actually going to be impressed, and they might actually tell you about it. They might be like, wow, Pisces, you are really moving forward in your strength and in your, not, well, they won't say that. They'll say, wow, you really have things together, or wow, you can really handle that. And that can be one of the reasons why the Nine of Swords is so incongruous here. It kind of tips the balance with everything, or sends everything topsy-turvy, because you seem like you have it all under control, but then with the Nine of Swords there's this insecurity that people aren't seeing. So know that about people. Either talk to somebody who's really close to you, who you really trust, who's that person who's your person, that person that is always really close to you and that you can rely on, or journal, kind of write it out if you need to, or talk it out if you don't want to write it all down. Make sure that you're having a conversation with yourself that is addressing the fears that you are going through. Don't bottle it up inside, because if you do, it's going to rob you of your sleep, it's going to rob you of your energy, and you're going to find it hard to move forward in your truth. Yeah, because here, the root, Nine of Swords going into the Ten of Swords, doubts, fears, feeling overwhelmed, really questioning things. You feel caged, okay? And here is a ladder. You see these swords? They're a ladder. You can climb out of it. You can climb out of the doubts and the fears and the apprehensions that you have. Will it be painful? Yes. Yes, it will. Okay? But getting to this prosperity, embracing your heart, and being able to move forward in bounty, and not feeling caged and overwhelmed and half drowned and absolutely chaotic, it's going to be worth it. And looky here, you have 3, 4, and 5. Okay? So even though it's out of sequence, these numbers are moving you forward to the place that you need to be, and there's kind of a pattern of it. You're going to find that your ships come in, but you're actually going to find that as your ship come in, you have this bounty, but you are crowned by chaos here, all right, in this line. This line is all about the chaos, because you're afraid of what's to come next. And this can be arguments that you have with people that start off small and become something huge, and you're like, I don't even know how we got here. I was talking about, a sponge being left in the sink, and it became this whole big thing. Be careful. Be careful when it comes to this, especially when it comes to your career as you're moving forward. There's some sort of apprehension that you have about it, Pisces, that can really hold you back. If you let yourself move forward, you will with power of self. You will defending your prosperity. You will knowing your truth. Yes, you feel caged. Yes, you feel overwhelmed. But this is an end of a cycle of being way too much in your own mind. Okay? This is an end of a cycle. This is the darkness before the dawn. All right? And as you have this dawn come in, you will move forward towards your truth. You have to stand firm. Now, with the Emperor energy, we have Bran the Blessed. And you know how I told you here with the King of Swords that in the Celtic tradition, the seat of the soul was held at the head? Well, Bran the Blessed does something very, very odd to our modern way of thinking. I believe it's said the Mabinogion, but I could be absolutely butchering the pronunciation of the Welsh collection of tales. Bran the Blessed winds up dying. He is the greatest king of all times. Okay? He dies. Well, he is dying, and he knows that he is going to die. And so he tells his people, cut off my head. And they look at him. And he says, no, I'm dying, cut off my head. And they know. So they cut off his head, and they hold his soul. And his head is still alive, because this is Welsh mythology, and it's the way of things. All right? So his head is still alive. And he tells them, go to this part of the world. We can reside there and stay there forever and ever, kind of thing, until we're needed. And he tells them to bury his head facing east. Now, when the stories were Christianized, that's facing towards Jerusalem. But in the ancient tale, facing east, if it was true that they said that, that was facing towards the rising sun, which is what the ancient Celts worshipped. So here you have this protection of you facing towards the dawn of each day and facing towards your prosperity, your success, and facing new battles, even if you've been mortally wounded, even if you feel as if you can't go on. Now, I always say with the Emperor, he makes me think of Solomon and David in the Torah, in the Old Testament. Okay, beautifully human, but beautifully flawed. Just like Brian the Blessed, beautifully human, but beautifully flawed. The negative side of the Emperor is becoming very egotistical. It's becoming way wrapped up within your own mind and within what you want. The fact that we have the King of Swords here is warning against that. You can very easily, Pisces, get wrapped up in your own head. And that's going to be a very bad place for you to be. Because at your root, it is saying here, that is a place where you're already being prone to kind of stay at, within your own mind, looking within your own head. And that can be just very off-balancing for you. Okay? Very chaotic for you. So make sure to center yourself. Okay? Balance, balance, balance with the Justice card, cutting through doubts and fears, knowing your balance, knowing yourself. You can also feel a bit drained when it comes to the Justice card. Okay? I see you severing negative energy from you. All right? There's energy coming to you that is like beautiful, healthy veins, okay? Red and beautiful. But there's negative energy that's coming towards you. And those are in kind of the cords that look like a storm. Okay? That pea soup green ickiness. Okay? Kind of like when you're sick and yeah, okay. So you're severing those and you're embracing your truth and you're finding your balance and justice is being with you. Be just and fair to yourself. Know some things have to go and some things do, Pisces, for you to move forward in financial success, but really here in career success is what you're looking towards and is what you're embracing. There is love that guides you forward. Your heart really does lead you, Pisces. Okay? And as long as you conquer your fear, as long as you don't stay within your own mind, because that's going to be a dangerous place for you. For some reason, you can get into your own head really easily during the last half of July and muck everything up for yourself. And I'm not saying that to be mean, I'm just saying that as the cards go. Because here, it ends with chaos. So you have justice going to the Two of Cups, going to love, going to prosperity coming in, and then just kind of fear can put the brakes on it, just absolutely stop everything. So here, it's the same thing. You have prosperity, you have new beginnings, you are embracing your inner soul, your inner self, you're really moving forward. You have doubts and you have fears, but you are moving away from them, and then you feel caged by them. So know here that your biggest challenge during the last half of July is knowing your mind and living in your truth. And not overthinking everything. All right, let's see your fairy guidance. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Pisces, July 16th to the 31st, 2019, finance and career. Pisces, July 16th to the 31st, 2019, finance and career. Show me clearly, show me clearly. Oh, goodness. We have enlightenment, and we're going to do the back one, compassion. Oh, I love it. I love compassion. I always think that card is just so pretty. And then show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Pisces, July 16th to the 31st, 2019, finance and career. July 16th to the 31st, 2019, finance and career. Pisces, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Right here, this is transformation. And right here, enthusiasm. Oh, you're getting excited about things, Pisces. So we're starting off with transformation. And this says, self-transformation is the evoking process of life that brings higher consciousness. So, well, not evoking, evolving process of life that brings higher consciousness. You are moving forward. You are moving forward in your truth. And you are evolving yourself. You are transforming. And the color that shines through here is purple, healing and cleansing your crown chakra, which is going to be very important for you because you are so much within your own head at this time. Okay, you feel overwhelmed, and healing and cleansing your crown chakra is going to let you be the king of the situation because people are going to see you as being the king of your mind. Okay, being the actor upon the stage, knowing what you are about, knowing where it is that you're heading and what it is that you want. Then we have enthusiasm. This says, life is always brighter when you wake up each day with a spirit of enthusiasm. Okay, you're getting excited about something and you're remembering and reminding yourself to get excited about something. Because again, you can be way too much in your own mind. So being excited, moving forward in your truth is really going to move you to the place that you want to be. And the color that shines through here is orange. That's healing and cleansing your sacral chakra is going to be very, very, very important. That's the chakra where a lot of negativity and negative energy is held from this life and from past lives. So now you're really claiming your power and your truth. Then we have enlightenment. Enlightenment will unearth your higher consciousness. Okay? You are being enlightened, and that enlightenment is guiding you forward. Then we have compassion. By widening your circle of compassion for all nature's creatures, your spirit will soar. Compassion is guiding you. Okay? Love is guiding you. And that's what we're seeing here, with your crown being the Two of Cups. Your clarifying card. Oh, I love it. It's you shining through as the king that you are. That's why you have the King of Swords. You have the Emperor. Then we have you right here. This is a time for you to take power. This is a time for you to claim your truth. Calm your emotions. Heal. You hold the Holy Grail within your hands. This is also Carowin's Cauldron. Okay? Kind of a smaller version of it. The Holy Grail, whether you believe in Christianity or not, whether it's a religion or a mythology, is said to be the cup that held the blood, there we go, of Christ when he was crucified, okay, and speared in the side. And it is also said to be the cup that Christ used at the Last Supper, okay? So it is a sign of love, of sacrifice, and it is something that it is a relic that has been sought after for thousands of years. Okay, that has absolutely consumed people. And here, holding it within your hand, even in this picture, it is saying that you hold love, sacrifice, bounty, and beauty, that you are moving forward in your truth. Now, as Carowin's Cauldron, this is a gift of all the greatest things within life. And, you know, Welsh mythology, you see this as a mythology. So this is seen as a mythology. So even though to the ancient Celts, it was seen as a place of power, as all the good things, as a regenerating source of life and bounty. Here, it is seen as the echo of it, all right? So you are holding within your hands a cup that through two very different religions, and I do air quotes with that because, well, I shouldn't, but they were religions. Mythologies were once religions, okay? And I did air quotes because of the pagan mythology, but that is a religion to people. So here, it is those two religions coming together to make the bounty. And they have thousands of years separating them. They have different continents, creating them. But they have the same essence of love and of sacrifice and of all the greatest things coming forward to you. And that's what you're embracing. All the greatest things within your heart, within your soul, within your life. If you let yourself, Pisces, you will see that bounty flows forward and that you really start achieving what you thought you would never achieve. All right, Pisces, I hope this reading has resonated with you. If you've made it all the way to the end, bravo. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. Thank you for giving this video a thumbs up, and thank you for subscribing to my channel. I'll be reading for you all really, really soon. Bye.